Welcome. It's Gamed Out Gamer. Today is upgrade day for Atari 400/800 computers here. This is a package from Germany. Europe has their 8-bit retro scene is they do hardware upgrades in Poland, Germany, you name it. I think this is there's a group ABBUC, it's in Germany, and these guys, this is an upgrade made by TFHH. Is that right? TFHH on Atari Age forums. These what we have in here is a RAM upgrade for the Atari 400, only the 400. And we have the Super Color CPU card, which will work in the 400 or the 800. I'm not sure yet which I will put it in. I was thinking the 400, but maybe not. Also in here we have two more upgrades. Well, we have one more. This is the Happy. Oh, this is the RAM card. Okay, this is the RAM card here. We have a Speedy or an upgrade for the 1050 floppy disk drive. I wanted one. I figured why not. Okay, here, Mini Speedy. That's what it's called. Mini Speedy. Very cool. Packaged well in the anti-static bags. And we have one. Here's the CPU. Now this. Okay, here we have. What is this? This is a video cable for the Super Color CPU card. To probably go out the back. It should be a female. Yeah, female. So you don't have to modify your 400 case. These are the three, and then there should be one more. This is the, now, if you have an 800 or a 400, I would seriously considering buying these. I mean, here, I'm creating artificial scarcity, but you never know how long these will be made, and you never know how valuable they will be. There's one incognito card for the 800 that you cannot get anymore. This is the Super Color CPU card, but these kinds of upgrades are not going to be always available. Alright, we have 4 packages. That should be it. Let me check. And this is a closer view of the RAM card. And there are install instructions, but here, the manual is here, a download off his website. There's nothing printed in the box, no instructions in the package that I received, which is fine. And this is the Atari 400. It will go into. There it is. No, it's not that simple. I've got to open it up. Unplug the keyboard. A little tricky. Not too bad, actually. This should just lift right out. It does. There we are. Easy. Now on the underside of this, there are screws. One is missing. This was a refurbished 400. One screw is missing. Presumably the Atari tech. I'll show you. Here it says factory reconditioned. Get that off, and then that goes like that. Okay. I'll show you need 100 later. Oh, okay, it doesn't even have like there's. There it is. You have 2 cards here. One is RAM and one is CPU. The CPU is the back one, the RAM is the front. Now you be sure it needs to face reverse from the user's perspective. The joystick ports are here in the front. Speaker here. This is the speaker. I'll just leave it connected. And the meal is ready, dinner is ready, so I'm going to do that first. Alright, the first thing to do, ground myself, and then remove the cards. There's good food, spaghetti, meatballs. There's the RAM card, that's all it came with, that's all the RAM. All socketed. Very clean, pristine looking. Let's see if I can... How clean, that's built in 81 roughly. I think that's what the date code is. Ground myself again. Here's the CPU card. Now I could put the Super CPU card in this. I'm not going to right away. I might put it in another machine. There we go. It works. Three chips on there. The CPU, the Antic, and the GTIA. I don't know which are which right off on the 400. And then we flip the board over and we have to solder 2 wires because they didn't design it to have more than 16K, so you have to do a slight modification with a soldering iron. Okay, I've soldered the 2 wires. They're a little tricky. Just working with this 400. The solder work by Atari is outstanding. Every joint is very, very consistent. Unlike the 1200 XL, I think was the worst of the Ataris that I have. The 1200 XLs are great, but they're known for cold joints, and these are just beautifully consistent. Alright, that's done. This is the hardest part of the upgrade. Well, disassembling, it was a little bit of a tricky, but this is the hardest. I just have a simple solder. This is what I use, simple solder. The next step is to remove this timing chip. I believe it's a timing chip. Alright, I don't want to remove this cartridge guide because the tabs could break. And I did try actually a little bit and it was very stiff. I don't want to snap it. Here's my chip puller. Trying to get the right side is not getting, it doesn't have enough room. I do have another chip puller, same thing, but it's bent a little more. That might work better. There we go, I got it underneath. And you just want to rock. There it goes, that was easy. This is a little tricky. There we go, I think I got it. There we are. And it's got some things on here. Before I insert it, I want to check the jumpers next. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to leave everything at default settings. There we go. There's jumpers on the expansion. I will just leave it all at default. There we go. Like that. Ta-da! I haven't put the, that's the speaker falling off the desk here. I could slide the camera. I could put the card back in, the CPU might as well now. Just ground myself. Faces backwards. Now with these things, if, I think that's it. It should work. I'm done. For now, I left it in 48K mode, and I left the ROM on the computer as the default. You can't. There's an EEPROM on there to change your operating system, which is really cool, and I hope to use that. But for now, we'll just leave it all as it is. Okay, here's the big test. I'm going to turn it on. I make no promises. You may get smoke. It's probably fine. I did check if there were any shorts, and it was all good, but alright, let's go here. Let's test this. If it even gives a video, it should. Oops, I got to turn the power on. I'd have a that was okay, I have a trip light 6 outlet switch thing. Alright, let's try again here. 1, 2. And there it is. Alright, memo pad, good. That's good. No smoke. Now I need to get basic cartridge. Well, there's 2 things I need to do. Check the RAMs. I'll turn this off. Check the RAM, obviously, but more important, or just as important, is check the color. the color pot needs adjustment because there's more voltage in the computer. I have Blue Max. It's kind of an open. I got half the cartridge shell with this. It's one of my favorite games for the platform. I think Blue Max is awesome. Let's check. I guess I can't check basic because I don't have the keyboard plugged in yet. I don't know if this will work in the 400. This game actually, I don't know. I'll check an old game here. Okay, we're going to try Frogger. I think it's focused. Let's give it a try. Just for color here. This is, you know what? I forget what the colors are supposed to be. Let's try that. Turn the light off. Alright, since I don't have the keyboard, I've got the computer apart because it was color tuning. But I think I will just try the a game here. I put the SIO adapter, and it's going to load Montezuma's Revenge, we hope. Whoop, now I get the cartridge in there. Let's try this. Yes. It won't work with 16K, so there's your confirmation right there. Alright, a color test here. I think the ghost's the right color. I can test it with another. I'm playing through the camera LCD. This is retro on not retro. I'm playing through the preview LCD. This is the modern Pac-Man remake. It's great fun. It's better than I don't like the original Pac-Man. I'm in trouble. Oops. Alright, cool. Now the super color card is next, but not right now. The red and the pink look good.